Hey everybody, welcome back. Dave video on the stunning Miss Lady Pop Hunter hiding behind the camera as usual. And today we are taking a look at the Mondo 1/6 scale animated series Joker. And you see it says regular. What was in the deluxe one?
I am not sure.
You're not sure?
Mm-mm. So, but that's it.
Yeah, this is the box. Which, you know, was
took a lot of hit.
Treated in typical UPS fashion here.
That one came to the post office.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, the Man Thing came UPS, and that came through the post office.
I see.
Which I don't understand why, because it both got shipped on the same day to the same address. So
yes,
why not like put it in one box and ship it all together? But what do I know?
Reinforced corners.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice box.
They put these on there to help to protect the corners.
Which is good.
Yeah. And this we're a little concerned about because you can hear
something got
going
knocked
on in
out.
there. Something's loose. Just move these out of the way. Get the bag off. We just did the Man Thing recently.
Yeah. So make sure you watch that video.
Yeah.
To see the pen and ink, the black and white version of the Man Thing.
There he is, animated series Joker. Voiced by Mark Hamill.
I liked what he did with the Joker. You know, his rendition and just his whole style, and how on the animated series they made it seem like the Joker in a way liked Batman. You know,
Appreciated each other. The laughing fish. Say, Mom, wondering what to feed the family tonight? They're finny and funny and oh so delish. They're joyful and jolly. The Joker fish. That's from one of the episodes. That's from one of the episodes from like the first season. And there's the Joker there. Inside the package, but of course we'll be opening this up and taking a closer look at him. Yeah, I remember Mark Hamill talking about going out for that audition. I'll take it from the top. And having them tell him, just come up with something, but make sure you don't sound like Nicholson. Because they did not want that.
Yeah, they probably had a lot of other actors that tried to, because that was on the tail end of the '89 Batman.
Yes.
So, and Nicholson was fresh in everybody's mind, so maybe the actors that came in were trying to sound like Nicholson.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, give us a break.
And he did the Joker for a while in a lot of the different animated series.
Yeah.
What's rattling?
I don't know. Oh, there's a couple of hands that fell loose.
Oh,
you see them? They're just like kind of floating around back there. But we'll go ahead and unpack him and stand him up and take a look at the figure and accessories. And then we will test his articulation. And we are back with our 1/6 scale Mondo animated series Joker out of the package. And just for scaling purposes, you see he comes in at about a hair over 12 inches tall, probably because of his hairdo. And I elected not to remove the stand from out of the package because that card is actually attached. So you can probably trim those edges out to get the package open, but you're going to do some kind of damage removing that plastic tray to get the stand out, and we weren't ready for that because she's not ready to officially display this yet, although it is the standard crappy Mondo ball hugger stand that I hate because none of them work with my Mondo 1/6 scale Masters of the Universe figures. They're too top heavy and they all fall over, and it's frustrating.
But Joker
anyway,
stands on his own.
Yeah, he's standing pretty well on his own thus far. And we'll go ahead and start taking a close-up look at the Joker here. just give you a basic idea. Not too much detail, because of course it's based on the cartoon. It's based on the animated series. So he's basically like just a big chunky action figure, like a blown up version of, say, a Legends or a McFarlane figure or something like that. And they painted in some shading and detail to help with that animated look as well. And he does have a bunch of accessories, but Mondo's usually pretty good about that, with providing a lot of accessories for things. It's interesting the way they shaded his back. The back of his suit is completely a different color purple than the front, probably to make it look like a shadow. You know, I think that the deluxe one came with a head that had the hat on it.
Oh, okay.
Because this does not have a hat, but it's got a ton of accessories, a lot of hands and some bombs and fish and heads and such. But you know, the deluxe version sold out quick.
Yeah.
Of course. And his classic yellow teeth there. And you can see very plainly here now that his back is a completely different shade of purple. As we pan up and down with this. Again, not too much that really needs to be done with the sculpt on this particular figure because of the nature of what it is. I do like Mondo 1/6 scale figures. I have a bunch of the Mondo Masters of the Universe, and I've done reviews of those on this channel. Although I was disappointed with their Hordak. All the other ones I liked, but the Hordak I was kind of disappointed with. I thought they could have done much better. Some shadowing on the side of his face there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Animated series was very popular. We're watching it now, actually.
Yeah, we're still watching it. We're getting into the later parts of it because now they have Nightwing, Batgirl is like a staple, and they have the little boy Robin. And you don't see the Joker too much. We haven't seen him in a while, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of like the more beginning when it was just Batman and then sometime Robin. I like that a little better because the animation has changed a little.
Yeah, the style's a little different. Mm-hmm. We'll start looking at these hands.
But it's all in all, it's a really good animated TV show.
Yeah.
And if you look on lists of best TV shows, it's always up there in the top 10 as one of the best ever TV shows.
Or cartoon series.
Or
TV shows in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always up there. And I used to watch it when it came out. And, on and off. And I always remembered it and wanted to watch it. So we got the DVD set. And now we can watch it and enjoy that.
Yes. Without binge watching it. We've talked about the television viewing before. We only watch like a couple of episodes a week.
Yeah.
So that we don't binge it. You binge shows, you miss a lot.
Yeah, you enjoy it more. You can sit down and talk about it. Some shows, after it's over, we sit down, we talk about that episode and what happened there, why they did that, blah, blah. And it's reminiscent of when it was on TV. You saw one episode, you talked about it, and that made it good.
Yes, because that's something that, culture used to do. You sit around the water cooler or you sit on the school bus or something. It's like, hey, did you see the A-Team last night? Did you see Seinfeld last night? Whatever. This is the joy buzzer hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if people still really do that. Unless they're complaining about the show. There's a lot of complaining about modern shows going on, especially on YouTube channels.
We used to talk about The Walking Dead at one of my jobs. Especially when right when Glenn was about to die in that season, because you're like, oh man, like you thought he died when he fell off of the trash can, and talked about that. And then when he did die, oh, I can't believe they killed Glenn, that kind of thing. But not like as deep. People talk about football and games or reality shows.
Yeah.
Talk about reality shows.
Reality shows, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you get like 4 portraits.
Yeah.
Because you can change them to style different attitudes. Like that first head that I just showed reminds me of actually I think it was the first episode where he was keeping tabs on this guy's life. Mm-hmm. And the guy got him in the end. He had a bomb, and he was like, yeah, that's right, you're gonna die in an alley, killed by a nobody. And he starts yelling for Batman. And this is like, that expression right there reminds me of that scene. Because he's talking casually and then just yells Batman at the top of his lungs out of nowhere.
Betsy. Hello, Betsy.
Yeah. And then we have some Joker fish. And they're looking in 2 different directions. I guess I'm going to have to shadow it like that. Because the camera keeps wanting to look back down. Joker fish. And of course he can hold these and maybe hit somebody with one. They're Joker fish. Lots of accessories. Here's an ice pick. And it's only been colored on one side. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Because they've shaded a lot of things here. There's some cards. Let's see, there's the Joker's face on the Joker card. A classic bomb. And it does have a flexible wick, which I thought was interesting. Candlestick dynamite. This looks like the stick that was put on top of a cake in one episode. Also with a flexible wick. And then the big dynamite pack, the Joker bomb. Dynamite is, I mean, you got to have dynamite. Oh, and it's flexible. The cables are flexible. You got to have dynamite with your own face on it. You got to wonder how they afforded all this stuff.
Yeah.
Where do you find henchmen in Gotham City?
Yeah, I hang out at that one bar.
You know what I thought was funny was that one episode with Croc when he was down on the docks picking up prostitutes. Remember, he's got the 2 girls with him. But we'll go ahead and start testing his articulation. And I can't imagine it would be, yeah, see, that's a lot of movement on the head. Although not up and down. Oh, there we go. The neck, it's jointed at the neck as well as the head. So you can get a lot of different positions out of it. We'll try changing it out since we're already up here. That comes off fairly easily. And we'll make the Joker paranoid. There we go. Shoulder range to about there. And that's clever. It's vinyl. Mm-hmm. This is vinyl, so you can get his arms up higher. It's, see? Mm-hmm. Elbow, single jointed elbow. Single jointed elbow. Bicep turn. No forearm twist at all. Wrists are tight. And we'll change out a hand here. Just pick one. All right. That came out easy enough. And plugs in fairly easy. You got to do some maneuvering to wrist articulation's a little bit limited because of you know, how thick this is right here. Torso, not so much. Forward and back. It moves, but not very much. Give it a little bit of a turn so you can do like that. Legs. Big split, but then big joint opening under there.
Here we go.
That is huge. It looks like if it popped off, you'd be able to get it back in, though.
David the Seaman.
Well, I mean, it's important. It's also important to note how that's ball jointed, so that if you did pop one of these out, are you going to be able to get it back in without a nightmare? And the knee, single jointed knee.
I mean, the Joker doesn't need to do a lot.
Oh, yeah?
He's no acrobat.
No. Well, yeah, on the show, he practically beats the hell out of Batman every time, jumping all over the place. What are you talking about? No twist at the knee. Very limited movement at the feet as well. There's, you know, no tilt, no up and down. Yeah, very, very limited movement with the ankles. Interesting. So it's pretty tight. It's basically just a blow up of, like I was saying, of your classic, like 6-inch action figure. So, what are your impressions?
I like it. I mean, it is from the animated series, so
Yes.
you don't expect a lot of detail in the clothing like you would a statue or something like that from a live action show. So in that regard, I think that part is fine. It looks like the animated series Joker. The hair, the shading is interesting. I like the shading. The movement, I'm okay with the movement because the Joker is not really an action guy. You know what I mean? He doesn't do flips and kicks and all of that. So what he has going on, I think, is fine. I wish it had the hat, but I realize that might be from the deluxe version.
I'm noticing also there's a little bit of lumping on the paint right there. It's minor. You know, most people probably wouldn't have caught that. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, like right through here, where the spray, where the paint application, it's smeared.
No.
But anyways.
But I like it. Overall, it goes with my animated series Batman.
Yeah, that's right.
I have the blue and gray, the blue one, because it's like a light blue and a dark blue.
Yes. They've done the Batman a couple of times. They've done, I think, 2 versions of Catwoman, right?
Yeah, and then they did
Mr. Freeze in that series.
Yeah, because they did the Batman in the blue and then the black and gray.
Yes.
So.
Which I like I like Mr. Freeze as a character.
Yeah, I like that figure too, but by the time I was into it, it was sold out.
Of course.
They never sold out of that Catwoman.
No, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants the Catwoman.
They never did a Harley, and it's a shit. Well, you know, that's the only version of Harley I can tolerate. I can't stand all the other incarnations of Harley. I think they're annoying. But I think, you know, to go with the Joker.
Maybe they'll come out with it.
They might.
Because, I mean, you know, they just came out with the Joker, so.
And then you got to wonder, how far is Mondo going to go with it? And there's no telling now that they're merged with Funko.
Yeah,
they may start making all kinds of characters. But,
yeah, you have a lot of characters. I mean, you got Robin and Killer Croc and all kinds of stuff.
Baby. Killer Croc should come with Baby.
Oh, no.
He should. He is getting tired of her, though. Anyway, and again, you know, my overall impression, I didn't think the change-outs were easy. I'm a little disappointed in the limitation on the jointing, but I understand it. You know, it already looks weird enough with the open joints on a figure this large because it's not mixed media. So you're going to get that. You know, they're jointing basically a suit. So how much can you pull off there? Although I appreciate that they used a vinyl coating. So like the tails can move out of the way. the tops of the shoulders there can flex when you raise up the figure's arms, so that is a plus. Except for that one little flaw, the paint application isn't bad. It doesn't look like it's going to chip or peel. And it does have a lot of accessories, and it does resemble the character from the show, which is primarily what you want. So overall, it's not a bad figure. So hey guys, what do you think? Do you have this figure? Is this one you're interested in? Do you buy Mondo action figures? I know it says Mondo tees, but they hardly sell t-shirts. Mostly they sell vinyl records and posters, but they do dabble in vinyls and they do dabble in action figures. Again, I am a fan of the Masters of the Universe line from that series, and I do have a bunch of them I've done reviews of. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. We hope that you did. Share it if you can, subscribe if you knew, all that good stuff. And if that's it, then what more can we say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.